The first thing you need to know about making 10 deals a year in wholesaling real estate is something you might not want to hear, but I tricked you. Okay, you've been tricked. All right, I know me making this, call myself clickbait, call myself trying to make fun of you, trying to click you into getting this video, but I tricked everyone. You've been bamboozled, you've been attacked. I've tricked you, honestly. That's what I've done, okay? Now, let me tell you exactly what I mean by this. The wholesaling real estate game is rigged exactly like a Las Vegas casino. All right, if you've had the pleasure of never being in Vegas, good for you. But casinos and the wholesaling real estate guru game is the exact same thing. Heck, I would consider the YouTube wholesaling game the same exact way. It is rigged like a casino. And I'm telling you, by the end of this, you'll know how to do 10 deals, step by step. But I need to let you know this right now. The casino in Vegas, it takes your money, and it wants you gambling forever. So it's trying to take your money and keep you in the gambling booth or whatever it's called in there. Just giving money, inserting the coins and doing it. And so you might see this in wholesaling real estate. You might see it a lot, right? To make X amount of money in X amount of time, insert coin, and you will get my course for this amount of money, right? This is where you see most wholesaling real estate videos at. And obviously, I'm not telling you insert coin for I give everything for free at wholesaling.com, but you should understand that to make X amount of dollars in X amount of time, usually they're like, insert this coin, insert this amount of money, and I will go tell you, right? It's a gambling hall, all right? And you're gambling, right? I put the 20 grand in this coaching program and I hope to get X result. You're playing blackjack, you're playing poker at this point, right? You know, most people ain't gonna win that. You're playing roulette with yourself, right? And so what did I show you today, right? I'm showing you guys exactly how to guarantee to get 10 deals this year. You want to make 25K a month, all these things. Usually it's like the casino. Now they're like, oh, okay, click, click, click. And they watch this and they're like, I want to get 10 deals, right? And yeah, 10 deals is great. That's important, right? And I'll give you that. That's great. We like that. That gets the clicks, I guess. But I'm tricking everybody today. I want you guys to get rich. I want to do it for free. Heck, I'm doing it for free right now. But I'm telling you the dang truth, all right? Really. I tricked you, okay? I'm not going to show you how to make 10 deals this year, all right? I'm actually going to show you how to make 6,000 phone calls this year, 6,000 contacts with sellers. Why am I doing that instead? Why is this? Am I tricking you? What's the point of this? Because if you just focus on doing 6,000 contacts on a certain type of lists, you'll actually go out here and make 25K a month, 10 deals a year. It's almost a 10 deals a year guaranteed system, 6,000. But nobody wants to watch that video, okay? I know how YouTube works, all right? Got enough following right now, I think I can tell. No one ain't gonna like the how to do 6,000 phone calls a year. Nobody likes that stuff. They want the how to make this quick cash really quick. None, okay. I tricked you. I want you to get rich. Generally in my heart, I want you to get rich. There's no insert coin at the end of this thing. I'm just giving you practical advice. And this is advice a lot of people on YouTube don't want to hear. I know, go click on some other guru's video. They want you to insert coin in the gambling hall after. But let me tell you this straight up. Why is gambling more attractive than stocks or rentals, right? You make fast cash, you can double your money, you can triple your money really quick. It's a guru trap. I want everybody watching this to understand that is a guru trap. What I'm telling you today is how to get rich slow. And I know wholesaling real estate is a way, and heck, I'm the living, breathing example at 17 years old. $20,000 in 30 days, that seems get rich quick, right? But it's really get rich slow if you really look at it. If you want to get 10 deals in a year, it's actually, if you do it on the micro, if you look on a weekly basis, you're not making 25K that week, right? You make 25K at the end of the month, and that's considered slow. A lot of people are used to their paycheck every week or every other week. And so I want you to understand here is in fast cash side hustle schemes or whatever, this is a get rich slow business. You put work in, there's no cash. You're just putting work in and you're not seeing that cash. It's a get rich slow in my opinion. Yeah, maybe in 30 days you get a deal. Most people, 60 days get that deal, right? But if you want to consistently get wholesaling deals, you're consistently going to have to work, and you don't get the pleasure, that dopamine hit of that check right there that week. And so it's not as attractive as the gurus make it. But if you do what I say, you'll get 10 deals this year. But you can't be focusing on the deals. I hate to tell you this. Championship athletes True champions in life, people that train for something and get really good at it. It's almost like the act of the thing doesn't matter, right? The championship ring's all cool, but if I'm gonna go in the mirror and focus on winning the championship and be like, yeah, I'm the man, that ain't gonna get you anywhere. And the people that really focus on the rings and the bling and all that, it ain't gonna come there, right? It's all about the training. It's all about practicing every single day, right? So if I want to make $1 million, what's the quickest way to make $1 million? Do I act like I want to go out here and make $1 million and be like, $1 million? No. I say, hey, I'm gonna go solve a problem, start a business and do something. So the quickest way for me to make $1 million, this is just truth, was to put bandit signs out and find people that want to sell their house and make a bunch of assignment fees. That was the quickest way for me to make $1 million, not to go and meditate in a corner and manifest it, right? No, okay? You become a billionaire, you make 100 people millionaires, and then that company will create you a billionaire. You don't focus on being a billionaire, you focus on making people millions. So how do I plan on being a billionaire? Hopefully some day, maybe in my 70s or 80s. I want to make thousands and thousands and thousands of millionaires watching this, in turn and give some JV deals. I make a lot of money off that, right? You know, big wholesaling deals. And hey, that'll help me out. Put that on rental properties, let that grow, right? Like compound interest to its thing. But like that's what I do. I'm getting rich slow, but it's compounding like crazy. So don't focus on the 10 deals. Focus instead on those 6,000 phone calls. And I know 6,000 phone calls sounds a little weird, right? That's like that's not a lot, or that is a lot. We're split into two groups here, where 6,000 calls is actually this crazy, massive, big number that's scary. Be like, why is it just that little, right? If you haven't wholesaled a lot, this might be weird to you, right? I would say on average, you want to get 10 deals this year. I would say about 6,000 contacts for drawing for dollars, 6,000 sticky notes, 7,000 probates. Depends on the government lists. I'm saying this is very conservative. 18,000 government lists, I would say, or about, if you're using PropStream, Batch Leads, DMZack.com, about 24,000 paid contacts, right? What is that, 2,400 a month, right? That's roughly what I'm gonna say. Now, I wanna ask everyone a question watching this, right? Like, does this scare you? Did what I just say scare the snot out of you? I'm hoping it did, because hopefully the weak ones can leave. But I think this is scaring most people hearing those numbers, because I'm giving you a macro, like it's the law of human beings, right? If I give you, say, hey, if you want to bench this many pounds, you have to do 5,000 reps. It's like, what? Oh my gosh, that's so scary. But I say, just do 100 a week. Oh, that's a little scary. Okay. How about you just do 15 a day? Oh, okay. That's not bad. Human beings are really weird. If I break things down in a lot shorter distances, it's a lot less scary. So when I say 6,000 calls, 6,000 sticky notes, people flip out. I say 500 every single month. Okay, that's not bad. I say roughly about 100 a week, not bad. And I say just 14, let's call it 15 sticky notes a day will make you hundreds of thousands. Oh, only 15? That's easy, right? It's the law of large numbers for a lot of things. And if I look at a very broad scale, it looks really scary. But if I look at what I got to do every single day, that's what it is. So the moral of the story here is you want to get those 10 deals, focus on just what you have to do every single day and do your dang job. I don't care if you don't want to do it today. I don't care if your hamstring hurts. I don't care if the knee's sore. You do it, all right? Phone calls ain't going to hurt the knee, all right? Do what you have to do every single day. I promise you, it adds up over time, all right? You put what is it? You put an ounce of water in a bucket every day for a year straight, things can be gallons and gallons. Doesn't seem like a lot, but over time, it just adds up and adds up. Same thing with your calling. The more sellers you get in contact with, the more offers you make. And what I always say, an offer a day gets the guru away. And if you make an offer a day, no guru is going to be talking to you. All right, you're going to make a lot of money. That's the point. But if those numbers, that amount of marketing scares you, I want you to understand that the losers in wholesaling said that too. And I'm not calling anyone watching this a loser. You're actually the contrary, right? You haven't quit. Right? Well, what I always say, who's a loser in wholesaling? A loser in wholesaling real estate is somebody that has given up and quit the business. The people that have always given up and quit the business have always said, this is too much work for me, right? It's always that sentence. I can't do it. I can't do it. There's no way it is. It's impossible. There's no way I can do it. Oh my gosh, this is so much, right? And that's fine, right? Like, heck, that's fine. But I want you to understand that that's 6,000 sticky notes that I told you to do, and it's all on freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course. That is way less work than delivering pizzas all day, every day. And if you ever worked a 9-to-5 job delivering pizzas, You know, it's not the easiest thing in the world. But 15 sticky notes, maybe an hour, 2 hours a day versus door dashing for 8 hours a day, that's a lot more work. But because you look at working in wholesaling real estate differently than you look at work at a 9-to-5 job, how can I even compare that, right? And so it drives me nuts, but like the amount of work to make $100K in wholesaling compared to the amount of work you're doing right now at your $15 an hour job is the same. It's the same amount of work, except one's gonna pay you 6 figures and one isn't. But you add that wholesaling on top of your regular work and you think anything above my 40 hours is just crushing me. And I truly believe a lot of people think that, like, oh, it's too much work. I'm like, you work way harder in your job right now. I know construction workers, carpenters, I know masons, people doing flooring. They make their first check in wholesaling. They're like, this is so much easier. I think a lot of you guys and gals are spoiled right now, okay? The broke wholesalers gave up and said that too. This is too much work for me. But the winners in wholesaling, the ones that get their deal, the ones that make 6 figures, I interview all of them. They all post checks. I had another one, a guy posted a $25,000 check today. I interviewed these people. They said, Roger that. Okay, Zach said this, I'm gonna do that. And then they go out here and post a check, say, oh wow, Zach actually, whatever he said worked. It's shocking. But the 9-to-5 grind and the wholesaling grind is the same exact thing to a point. When you work a 9-to-5 job, and you wholesale houses, it's the same thing. Your day-to-day is the same. You're just working, right? You're one day at a time, one thing at a time, you're doing it. The grind is different. I will tell you this. At least from a 9-to-5, when you're done at the week or two, you get that money. You get that salary. In wholesaling, you don't get that. You're an entrepreneur. It sucks. You don't get paid, right? But once you scale up and once you start doing deals, you get big checks. And there's risk in it, right? I'm not telling you guys to, quit your job and let the kids leave on the streets. But like, I ain't telling you to do that, right? You can wholesale part-time, but you don't get that instant gratification, that salary. And what do they always say? A salary is the price you pay to give up on your dreams, right? Like you are paying that salary so you don't have to go out here and reach your dreams. And if you're working a 9-to-5 job right now, unless you're living the life you want, a dream job, you're probably giving up on your dreams for something, right? And I'll tell you, there's only probably one job in the world outside of 2 jobs. One job. I would say, it would be okay if I was in wholesaling, and I'd probably be an NFL. I'd probably be a quarterback, but I don't have those gifts, and we're not getting. That's a sore subject. The Heat never wanted me. I DM'd the Heat. They never wanted me on their team, but that's for a different day. I'm just telling you. Like, if you're working a 9-to-5 job, I'm not saying you gave up on your dreams, but like, you're paying a price right now to give up working on that dream. Whatever it is. You want to be a ballet dancer, you want to be an artist, you want to be the next sports fisherman, you want to get rich and just provide for your kids. You work whenever you want. You're taking that salary to give up on the dreams. And that is the one difference between the 9-to-5 and wholesaling houses. And so the real question is, what will you choose? You guys know how to get 10 deals this year. All right, it ain't no secret. It's work, every day, consistent action. I tell you how many to do. We're focusing on phone calls today because that is the quickest way to guarantee to get deals. The one thing I don't say on this either is once you make calls, once you do this stuff, you actually get better at talking to sellers. Every single call you make, every single hello, every single conversation, you get better and better and better at it. You get less nervous. You're great at it, right? But a lot of wholesalers will come out here and get super nervous. Oh my gosh. And the ones that say, oh, I tried everything. I worked so hard, I haven't gotten a deal. And we do a role play on the cold calls. They suck at cold calling because they never put the work in. They always tried the shortcut. They always tried the cheat sheet. And guess what happens when you cheat? You're gonna get caught. You can't act like a baller on the phone if you didn't put the work in. That's why I go live and cold call all day, because I put the work in. All right, there ain't no one that can cold call like me, because I got the work in. I put the blood, sweat, and tears in this business. That's why I can consistently get deals, because I can talk to sellers and do it every single day. And that is the one truth that you have to understand. If you want to get good at talking to sellers, cold call. That's what I'm sharing with you today. So what will you choose? All right? Will you choose watching Netflix, or will you choose hopping on the one-on-ones and talking to me and becoming a better wholesaler to get rich? Guys, I connect you with thousands and thousands of wholesalers coming on those one-on-ones. If you need JVing and stuff, are you going to choose Netflix or talking to me? All right, I get it. Black Mirror came out. It's amazing. But what's going to get you rich? Watching the Breaking Bad Paul guy on a spaceship, or talking to me and getting rich, right? Aaron Paul, right? Aaron Paul. Watching Netflix or talking to me. Which one's going to get you rich, right? Door dashing or drying for dollars. Which one's gonna make you 10K this month? Door dashing or drying for dollars. You guys, these are decisions you have to make every single day. And I guarantee I get a lot of youngins that come on here, right? I'm 23, I'm calling people young, I don't know why. But y'all come at me and say, I spend every single moment working. And I always tell every single person, like, hop on your iPhone and show me how many hours you spent on TikTok, how many hours you spent on Instagram, how many hours you spent on Safari or Google. There's always about 2 or 3 hours on there, all right? And I don't care what the dude across the world in Dubai is doing. That ain't gonna get you rich. Focus on yourself, get yourself rich, all right? I don't care what Aunt Sally made for dinner tonight and she posted it on the gram. It don't matter. You gotta focus on getting yourself rich. That will create the true time freedom in your life. And I know this isn't a conversation you wanna know, but you gotta choose this, right? Go on the bar with the friends on Saturday or going to the bank to pick up your checks. These are decisions you have to make. And I am not a hardline guy who says, stop spending time with your wife or husband and kids, right? Like, there's balances, I get it. But for a lot of you people watching this, you're deliberately taking away from time you could spend making that 6,000 calls. And there are some moments where you gotta say no to the friends and go out here and keep grinding. And there's moments you should say yes, right? Your best friend's getting married, go to the wedding, okay? Hopefully that's only once or twice for them, right? But like, I'm just saying, there's a lot of moments that you could be using to go out here and chase your dreams. And I promise your friends will forgive you. I've had that grind, basically 16 to 20, where I spent some time with my friends, right? But it was like twice a month. Like it wasn't good, all right? And I purposely made that choice where basically I couldn't hang out that much, where any day of the week I can go hang out for hours because I built the business of my dreams. I built everything. I sacrificed. I sacrificed about 4 years of my life for the next 70 years. And that was the decision I had to make. I kept all my friends, I kept all the relationships, all that great stuff, but I constantly made that effort to take away from that to build something that I know would that'll protect me for the next 60, 70 years. And that decision I clearly made gave me time to make a YouTube channel when I was about late 19, about 20 years old, because I started having, literally every moment I woke up, it was working. And I was like, all right, I have a couple hours, let me just record myself doing deals, maybe let's see how that works out. And that was the birth of this YouTube channel. 3 years in the wholesaling game. That's why you guys never saw me on YouTube. Oh, first deal. No, when I got my first deal, I said, on to the next one. It was work. You never saw one stinking thing on the internet about me, because all I was doing was I woke up in the morning, I wholesaled stinking houses, and I went to bed, and I repeated the same process for about three and a half years straight before I even did one YouTube channel. And that first video is for me doing $50,000, $60,000 deals because I had extra time. I had employees at that point. And so you have to understand that I made that conscious effort. So why I have the audacity to tell you this is if you have the ability to grind like I did, take it. I'm begging the 16, 17, 18-year-olds watching this, before you get married, before you have kids, before you get the dog, before you have these responsibilities that are going to weigh your time down, go out here and grind like crazy. There's just not a lot of opportunities you have in life as an entrepreneur to go out here and take that crazy risk. But what happens if wholesaling doesn't work out? Let's be honest with you. At 18 years old, is your life over? It ain't over. It ain't over. I promise you that. But if it does work out, life's changed. And so I want everyone watching this, you have decisions to make every single day. And I'm not here to say you're a loser, you go hang out with your friends, because I did that. But pretty much every single waking moment I grinded out and changed my life forever. And so I want everyone to understand this. You never hear the stories, the cool stories, the movies, the awesome things from fearful men and women. You only hear it from amazing, strong men and women that endured and won in life. I want you to understand this. Let's repeat this one more time. You are not descendant from fearful men. You are descendant from strong, warrior-type men and women out here, all right? Your ancestors did not fight off saber-toothed tigers in the winter or in the heat against lions and tigers for you to sit on your butt all day and do nothing, all right? You have a very strong bloodline right now, and you need to go keep that up and grind and do everything you have, guys. Tomorrow is never given for yourself. The next moment's never given. All you have is this moment right now. And once you understand that, do you want to live the life that you truly know you deserve to live? Your family does. I made that decision myself. Life's too short to be out here and just coasting by. You gotta live the life of your dreams. You gotta live the life that everyone will be proud of. And I ain't gonna here to go jack you guys up. I have plenty of videos to get you all excited for everything. But I want you to understand one really big thing. And this is always one thing that's always motivated me. I know this might not motivate you, but this is something that always jacks me up for wholesaling real estate. It lights a fire up my butt, but to get out of bed and get it going. But like, what stories will your kids say about you? That's always the thing I always think about, right? First and foremost, about who you are as a man or woman, who your personality is, how you cared about others, how you treated life and other people around you. But outside of that, were you a risk taker? Were you the person that led a life that you were proud? Were you proud of what your grandfather did? Were you proud that your grandmother did? Did they go out here and do crazy, treacherous things? Did they do things that, yeah, there's some risk to it, but it paid off and it's something really, truly inspirational? I have those stories, and I hopefully in the future, my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids can say, hey, this guy actually did something nuts. And it was crazy what he did, but he decided to make a lot of people rich and himself rich in the process. And that's something that always pushes me really hard. Or was he just a guy, he worked his job, he coasted by and he died, and he retired at 70 and had a little house on the beach, right? And just lived at it. No. And the life I am. I can't stand still all day. I have to go out here and help the people out. I want to leave this world a better place than when I came in, and that is my goal, and that's the thing that's always pushing me. And so you have to think about that to yourself. Do you just want to live the life? Are you okay where you're at right? Are you okay where you're at right now, financially, mentally, physically, whatever it is? And I want you to understand, you're watching this video. No. The answer is no. You're not okay where you're at right now in life. And this is a human condition. It's basically a disease. But human beings are wired to always want more. That's pushed us to the moon. That's what's going to push us to Mars. That's what's going to push us beyond what we ever thought was possible. If your whole family's only made $40,000 every single year for the rest of their life, you're going to be the man on the moon that's going to make 100K. That's insane. That's awesome. That's crazy. That's an insane journey that your kids can look back to and say, wow, I can't believe that happened. And you have to do that yourself. And I'm here to guide you. I ain't gonna do it for you, but you gotta do the work yourself. So you wanna get 10 deals this year. Go out here and do the dang work. It sucks, sometimes I get it, but focus on what you can do every single day consistently. Not one day, give up, go the next day. No, consistently make a schedule. Go to freewholesaling.com, a free wholesaling course, now lead you to wholesaling success. Guys, that's it. If you want to learn more, go to freewholesaling.com. I'm just telling everybody watching this right now, you deserve better. You're watching this video because you know you deserve better, your life deserves better, and there is something you can do, making wholesaling real estate deals and making that money and doing that. That's why you're watching this video. You ain't watching this video because you think I have the soothest, awesomest voice. I'm the coolest looking dude on the planet. You ain't doing it because of that. You're doing it because I get you money. It's a little selfish. I get it, but I'm being a little selfish right now. I want to make some money too. So you're watching me because you want to get rich, because you deserve to get rich. But if you really want to prove to yourself you deserve to get rich, do the work. Show me you did the work. That's the only difference I can tell you. The ones that always get these checks, they always did the work. The ones that always complain they didn't get, most of them haven't done the work. That's the truth, guys. Go to freewholesaling.com. I got all the knowledge up there. There's never a knowledge problem. It's always the action problem. And that is how you get 10 deals guaranteed this year. And I have had one person on the one-on-one said, I did everything you said to guarantee to get a deal, never got a deal. And never have one. Never have one. The only people that ever come on here and complain that they did what I say, oh, I did what you said, but I switched this, I used a different script, and I only did 100 calls. Why am I not rich? It's like, come on. I ran about this all day. Go to freewholesaling.com. I'll show you exactly how to get rich in wholesaling real estate.